How's it going, everybody? It's going to be a little bit of a different video today. So for the last two characters, for Oath and Man-Thing, Scarlet Witch didn't have this, I was buying the daisy chain offers from the store, and for Oath, I ended up nearly walking away with a 4-star character for like 40 bucks, which is crazy, right? And then for Man-Thing, I didn't get the unlock, but it was really close, again, for 40 bucks. He's been coming with Awakened abilities, though, so I was interested in this method of getting characters at least close to unlock, and then, you know, filling them in with whatever awful RNG orbs that they send our way and going from there. Because I don't really want to be spending 100 bucks on characters anymore, even 50 bucks American, because for Canadian dollars, it's like 80 bucks. That's a lot, right? And try and ball out on a budget with Marvel Strike Force. So in this video, I've heard these orbs are way, way, way worse than before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick this offer up for the Ancient One. Then we're going to open them. We're going to talk about the value in this offer. We'll talk about the RNG of the orb, and then we'll go from there. So give me 1 second. I'm going to pick, well, I guess we'll just do it together so we can see the cost here. Hopefully it doesn't share any information I don't want it to share. So this is for Canadian dollars. Canada's dollars, right? Let's just go to PayPal. Well, yeah. Oh, it is hiding everything. Still, I don't want you guys to see it. So I'm just going to pick up all these offers and we'll tally it up in a little bit. All right, so I went ahead and picked them all up. And what I can tell you is from my super serious math, what that ended up costing me was about $57.56 after taxes for the Canadian prices. I don't know what the American equivalent will be. Someone in chat will fill us in a second. But now let's go and let's actually see what we got, right? So we did get quite a bit of stuff. As far as the pity orbs go, I can't actually go back and look at them. Okay, I guess we'll just have to go in game, and hopefully this is going to give us a good tally. All right, so let's see what we get from here. A lot of this stuff is extra. Okay, so we did get a bunch of T4s, which as a veteran player is kind of useless for me, but would be actually pretty good for like my mid-game account if I was a new spender, so keep that in mind. We did get the entire Awakened ability for the Shadow King special, which is good for War. So if you care about War, this is probably going to be the cheapest way to get the Awakened ability. And we got, just 65 of these orbs. For the Oath offer, I think I got like 98 of them. Yeah, for the Oath offer, there was like 98. And it was cheaper overall, or it was at least the same price. So that's a really, really bad start. That's a really, really bad start. That it's a huge drop in the amount of orbs we get. But okay, let's keep it. We'll keep it going. Now, before we open these orbs, I do want to give a shout out to Huey here. The Ancient One Astral Orbs are not like the recent orbs for Orcus and Night Stalkers and have greatly reduced rates. We used to, on average, get 1.676 shards per orb. With these orbs, we'll only get 0.975 shards per orb. So keep that in mind when you want to purchase them. And then he goes through this. He's like, I think this is Chat GPT, I would assume. So he gives Chat GPT the variables. Chat GPT spits out like, hey, on average about 1 shard per orb. Then he does it for Blade. The on average about 1.5 shards per orb, which, you know, gives you a net negative of 0.7 overall. There's a little bit more to it than that, right? Because there is a pity system. So if I head over to the pity system, let's find the Ancient One pity system here. Is it when we open orbs, or did it already kick in? Or is there a pity system? No, that's that. This is the other event. Is there no pity system for her? Or yeah, let me go check this orb real quick. Because if she's built like Oath, then it's better. Let's see. So yeah, here we go. We got the 65. Okay. This is better than Man-Thing. It's way better than Man-Thing. It is a pity system like Oath, not like Man-Thing. Man-Thing's pity system was a factor of, I think, 20% worse. You had to open up one more orb, or you had to open up like 5 orbs or something to get one more of the 675 orbs. So this is actually the better pity system. But we did get a lot less orbs. So keep that in mind while we're doing this. So I have 0 shards on her. That's something I didn't talk about in these daisy chain offers. For Oath, you got a base of 25 shards. For Man-Thing, you got a base of 25 shards. 0 Ancient One shards in this daisy chain offer. So we're starting behind already, and we have less orbs going into it. Not super excited, but hey, we'll see what happens here. So there's also T4s in this orb. Okay, I kind of see what they're doing. Is there T4s in every single pillar here? Okay, yeah, so there's other things. Let me check the orb here. So the right side pillar can be T4s. That's actually a really high drop rate for T4s, 42. There's no 10 drop in here. Okay, this changes things too. So 4.5% to get 3, 5% to get 2. That's different because the other guys, if I find Oath real quick, there is a 10 drop for her, right? 1.2%. So we have more shard tiers for the ancient one, but they're smaller. We'll see if that plays into effect. So far we've opened 3 and we've gotten 0 shards. It's kind of unsurprising. Somebody had mentioned they got like 29 shards from buying this, which that's a horrendous deal at that point. You're basically spending 50 bucks for the awakened ability. On 65, we are getting 3 of the 675 core orbs. So that's 18 right there. So he got absolutely wrecked on his opening. I'm kind of getting wrecked too right now. I'm kind of getting demolished right now by this. We haven't got a single one, and because we have less orbs, this feels even worse. We've already opened 10, and we have 0 Ancient One shards. Alright, we've now opened 15. We're still at 0. We've opened 16 of these orbs. We've got 0 shards. 17 orbs, 0 shards. Here we go. On the 18th orb, we got our first shard. It can't get worse. It can only go uphill, right? Alright, so blue means a 1 drop. So if we see green, it means garbage. If I was a newer player, though, I'm getting these shards for these other characters to get them maxed up bigger. More importantly, I'm getting T4s to help out, so that wouldn't feel too bad. Holy shit. We're at 25 orb pulls, and we have 1 shard for the ancient one right now. I'm kind of in disbelief. Okay, now we have... Okay, there's a 3 drop, so now we have 4. Okay. So we got 4 shards for the ancient one on nearly 30 orbs. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're at 7. 7 shards. We're about halfway done our orb opening, though. She is a 100 shard unlock, mind you. Okay, here we go. I hear Lucas is dancing upstairs. He doesn't want to go to sleep. Okay. Okay, there's another blue. That's a 1 drop. I'll tell you what, guys. The fact that she can't drop... The fact that her 1 shard is a blue pillar, I should say, is really making this feel worse. It's making this feel a lot worse because when I see green, I know I'm getting wrecked. Right? So here, let's keep going. 1. Oh, God. Here's a blue 3 drop. There's a 1 drop. I can't even rely on the blue pillar being a 3 drop because her fucking 1 shard is that. 3 drop? A 2 drop? Okay. The 2 or 3 shard drop being the blue pillar, I'm fine with that. The 1 shard, I really wish it was green because at least every orb I pull, I would feel somewhat not dead inside about it. Okay, here's another blue. There's a 1 shard drop. It would also make the blue drops feel better because I know I'm getting 2 or 3 there. We're doing a lot better in the ending phase here. Streamer luck pays off. Streamer luck pays off. I haven't got one of those in a long time. We did open 65 orbs. So put in perspective, I opened up like 100-man thing, 100 oath. I got 0. Probably opened up 200 of each of them by now, actually, with the events and stuff. So I don't know how to feel because I still don't like these orbs, but they did get it for me. It did get it for me. I got the horseshoe shoved all the way up there today, I guess. Okay, I also hear Lucas dancing upstairs. He's got to be the good luck. All right, let's continue open these. So it's good. It's good for me right now. I'm not saying these orbs are good. I'm not saying this offer is good. Okay, I'm gonna take 100 off the top of what we get, and then let's see what happens there. Okay. Oh, Scopely! Oh, Scopely! Thank you so much for toggling it on. Oh my god, we got the streamer luck turned on the last orb. Here we go. Looks like we're taking 200 off. I'm gonna add 3 to each. We're gonna pretend that those were the drops, okay? All right, let's go. That also gave us 3 of her orbs to open, right? Wait, we can't core this orb? Or is it just missing the text? Okay, hold on. So then we open up these 3 orbs. We get a 6. We get a 6. And we get a 6. We get a 6. So we get 18 there. I'm so don't know how to feel right now. Okay. If we take 200 off, we would have got 39. So a shard per buck. And then if you look at it that way, the offer then nets you a shard per buck. Plus you get the awakening ability for free, plus you get the T4s. Let's call it 40, sure. If I only... So imagine I didn't hit the 2 jackpots, right? Imagine I didn't hit the 2 jackpots. I would have walked away with 40 shards. So not even halfway to an unlock. For 40 bucks. If I go to the store real quick, and I'm not about to shit on things, because I mean RNG is gonna be RNG. Sometimes you're gonna get lucky, sometimes you're not. What's the price point here? So this is for 120 shards, 80 bucks. It gets you half of the awakened ability. If I were to do this, okay, well here I'll tell you what. I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna pop this off, and I want to see what it does with taxes, because for me the Daisy Chain offer was 60 bucks. This is $90.39. So if I do at 120 shards divided by 90 bucks, then it's still basically 1 shard per dollar. It's 1.3, so it means 30% better just to buy the shards. But then you don't get the full awakening ability, you don't get the T4s, you don't get the fun of opening orbs. I know that's gambling, by the way. I know that's gambling. That's a horrible thing to say. Me personally, I would rather open these orbs because at least I get to click a button than that. It's a terrible, terrible way to look at the world. But I have fun doing it, even though when I first started there, those first 30 fucking openings, those first 30 openings are rough. Oh my god, those first 30 openings are rough. Okay. I'm not willing. So a lot of people are really mad about this Daisy Chain offer right now, and I 100% get it, okay? But I'm not willing to write off these Daisy Chains yet as my favorite character release offers. I will never rely on these to get me the unlock again. I look at these as a way that I'm getting the awakened ability. I'm having fun clicking a button, getting that dopamine hit that only adults who can justify it and who are not going to go hungry or not feed their kids, people who can do that, I enjoy it right for what it's worth. I'm not willing to write these off yet. Not myself, anyway. I got better. Well, I hit 2 jackpots. I did better this time than I did on Oath. But this was horseshoe up the butt kind of luck. I'll take it, though. We take it. Yeah. All right, let me go ahead and build her up, and we'll talk about T4s and Iso8 for her. With her awakened abilities, there's a couple T4s that you just kind of have to do. As far as Iso goes, a lot of people are going to like Striker on her, and a lot of people are going to like Raider. I think I'm going Striker, because she will go after Shadow King on the team, and I think I like Raider on basically every other character more. So her as a Striker, she's not going to feed into her own passive where she's giving us energy, but the other characters on her team will, so that's kind of good enough. Can I bring her all the way up to 3 right away? I'll bring up to 3 right away. I do this for all new characters. I'm not sure if the Astro team is worth this. I do think they're going to be a war defense team when all is said and done, because you can't tell which Awaken abilities are on there, so everyone's going to have to overkill this team or risk like an instant loss. Like, if you go in here and you're trying to beat it with, say, a superior 6 team, and then it turns out the Ancient One has her passive T4 or her passive Awakened, then you instantly lose, right? So you have to overkill it. You can't take the risk. So I do think it becomes a war defense team, which I do hate that. It's super lame, but it is what it is. Let me max her out, and then let's get to the T4s talk. And I will have an infographic up on the Patreon very soon, giving my thoughts on all these characters. Kind of slacking because I'm starting to work on my King Arthur channel as well. All right, let's get this done. What about Crucible value, asks Vontae. I don't see it. Without Safeguard on... I see it in stage 6 of this season, right? Somebody has to bring Ares, someone has to bring Apocalypse. It's kind of the same thing as what the Awakened abilities do for them. In every other room, I'm not buying the team because New Warriors will smash it, right? And any team that New Warriors can beat, I'm not into. Because the team can be turn meter rewound. Everyone except Shadow King can get possession. They'll get defense down. They'll bleed out hardcore. I don't think that's going to be the move. But I do think that Shadow King plug and play in certain positions could be interesting. I do think already Strange plug and play is interesting, right? Because Strange has charges. And so if you put him, say, with Illuminati, somebody can't use Old Man Logan against them because Old Man Logan's anti-charge effect will hit the Strange instead of the Black Panther. So it adds an interesting dichotomy there, I find. Anyway. All right, so let's go through T4s. The basic, 50% piercing to primary adjacent targets. On crit, apply an additional 2 bleeds. We got to look at this as a Battle World team pretty much, right? Those are going to be long sustained fights. So any sort of additional regular damage is good. I do think she'll be using her basic at least twice during the Battle World fight. This will make the bleeds hit harder for her. I don't hate this. I would just consider this a moderate value T4. But you see, I have so much T4s. I'm a T4 everything. But just keep an eye out for the infographic where if you're struggling with T4s, it kind of makes more sense. And then as far as the Awakened ability goes, there is no Awakened ability here. Okay. This one, if you are going to be using this team in war, you 100% have to T4 this. Otherwise, it applies 3 counter instead of what does it do currently. Apply counter to self and all allies. Apply 3 counter to self and all allies. That's actually just really good everywhere. The fact that it goes to all allies is kind of crazy. I could see a weird world where the Ancient One actually gets plug and play value in Crucible in stage 6, where she'll be more protected. That's kind of interesting. That's kind of really interesting. Okay. The ultimate, 25% piercing to primary and secondary targets. You gotta remember, with the new stats, it's a lot, but here's the big part. Reduce speed bar by 100% for the most injured enemy. That's an automatic essential T4. That is such a ridiculous rewind that we only have seen in Sasquatch's special, right? Okay, yeah. All right, and the passive in battle with this character has 3 more Astral allies at the start of any match. Enemy characters cannot spawn with Taunt on self and Astral ally crit to generate 1 ability energy for self and all Astral allies. First of all, the energy part makes this the most essential T4 probably on the entire team. I could argue that, yeah. The Battle World part, I'm not sure how that's going to apply. I don't think it was anything to be applied there in zones 1 or 2 on the Astral nodes, but probably on the future Astral nodes, there's going to be some on-spawn taunt. And the Awakened ability here for the Ancient One is the most important Awakened ability by far on the team, by far. So this is what gives you Safeguard on spawn in war. This is what is going to give you the non-taunt if there's 3 allies. And this on turn is going to prolong all positive effects, which, I mean, that's okay. It's not the end of the world to not have that, but it's pretty damn good. All right, I'm going to tack this in at some point in the video because I just wanted to bring this up. This was brought to my attention. So Shadow King's basic and Ancient One Awakened ability materials are headed your way. So we've already seen the Shadow King Awakened ability for his basic are in the Alliance gift box. You get one per, I think you also get it for your bang for your buck stuff, right? This is the more important one though, and this is why I needed to go into this video. The Ancient One's passive Awakened ability, which is probably the most important Awakened ability on the team for War. This is what gets you the Safeguard. This is what gets you the, the prolonged effects and the non-taunt. And these are going to be in the War League, War rewards based on your league. So here is the chart for that. So people in Diamond, they're going to get me 30 per win or 20 for loss. So over 10 wars, they're going to get this unlocked. I basically think this means for anybody in Diamond, you're just going to get this for free because you probably have like a 50% win rate or close to it. When we start working our way down, it gets a little sketchier. What we don't know here is for how long this is going to be the case. How long are these passive awakening abilities going to be in the war rewards? Now, I think that this ability is so important. They might keep this in here for so long that people in like gold 1 are going to be getting this unlock, or we'll have other avenues to kind of top it off. Because without this particular awakened ability, the team goes from like, with just this awakened ability, so many doors are open. With this awakened ability and nothing else, I would say the team becomes an A team. Without this, they're kind of like high B, low B plus sort of team. Anyway, I want to throw this in there just to give you some context of what you can expect for the Ancient One's T4s. It definitely adds value to the passive being T4, even though we know we already had to do that because of the energy. Anyway, back to the rest of the video. All right, and that's going to be it for the Ancient One, guys. I do want to say that I see people in chat. So I see Richard Burke. This is like a cautionary tale. Like, this was fun to open those orbs for me and get a bunch of shards. I got super lucky. I do want to give a cautionary tale. You are looking at 40 to 50 American dollars, somewhere around there, 60 Canadian dollars, and you could walk away like Richard Burke here did with 49 shards. If I didn't get those 2 100 drops, I was going to walk away with 40 shards, right? Maybe you add 6. Maybe I was going to walk away with, 45 shards. So I am hearing that most people are buying these offers, and if you don't hit the jackpot, you're probably not getting the unlock because the 10 drop's not really there. The pity system is a lot better here for sure than it was for Man Thing, so I appreciate that. I think it's 20% better, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, we can go check real quick. Yeah, so it's the same as Oath, and if we go to Man Things, his is every 25. Yes. So for Man Thing, you had to open up 25 pity orbs. There's 25 of those crappy orbs to get a pity orb. For Oath and Ancient One, it's only 20 orbs to get one of these pity orbs. Yeah, so the Daisy Chain, it's just gambling. It's gambling. I think you can consider you're likely to walk away with probably anywhere between 40 to 60 shards on average. Because I think without those 2 100s, we had really shitty luck for half of that orb opening, then we got tremendous luck, right? I think 40 to 60 is probably what you're going to walk away with. About, 1 shard per Canadian dollar. Per American dollar, it's probably about 80 cents or so. I'm interested to know what you guys think. So right now, the 4 people I see that have commented on this, so I got Vendetta, got Burke, and somebody in the Discord had mentioned that. They're all commenting they got around 50 shards. Let me know in the comment sections below that if you guys bought this offer for the Ancient One, how you did, how you are feeling about the Daisy Chain offers. If nothing else, is half a character unlocked, but a free Awakened ability worth it? Or do we think the Awakened abilities will become available somewhere else? Because when they're gaining basically the entire functionality of the team, oh, hey, look at that. When they're gaining the entire functionality of the Astral Team for War behind Awakened abilities, I wonder how long they keep those vaulted up, right? We'll see. Hope you guys enjoyed this video for what it is. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, and I will see you guys tomorrow. We're going to have Battle World Theory videos coming out over the next few days. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the bonuses, look at Spec Ops, and I'm going to make battle plans for people that need to give up certain teams and the teams that you can use to replace the people that you have put up for Spec Ops. And this is not really going to be applicable this week for sure, but it'd be applicable maybe next week for some alliances, but mostly week 3 and week 4 of Battle World. But for now, take care, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.